That heavy, deep-seated exhaustion you feel an hour after a meal isn't a sign of aging. It's a sign that your body is being given the wrong kind of fuel. There is a powerful scientific reason for that post-meal slump, and today I'm going to share an ancient secret that provides a modern solution for all-day energy. Hello, my name is Dr. Emily Hart, and I'm here to help you feel strong, vibrant, and full of life every single day. Before we dive in, I'd love to know where you're joining me from today. Please take a moment and let me know in the comments below. It is such a joy to see our community of wonderful women connecting from all corners of the world. And if you find value in our conversation today and would like to join us for more tips on feeling your absolute best, a gentle tap on that subscribe button would mean the world to me. Now, let's talk about energy. We've all been there. You have a sensible lunch, perhaps some pasta or a sandwich on a nice roll, thinking you're doing the right thing to power through your afternoon. But then, like clockwork, that wave of fatigue hits you. You feel sluggish, your mind gets foggy, and all you want to do is find a comfortable chair for a nap. It's incredibly frustrating. It can feel like our own bodies are working against us. But what if I told you there's a carbohydrate that does the exact opposite? A food that gives you energy and then helps you maintain it for hours. That food is quinoa, and its power lies in a secret that makes it completely different from most other grains. The magic of quinoa comes down to two words: complete protein. Now, that might sound a bit technical, but the idea is actually wonderfully simple. Think of your muscles, your bones, and even your skin as beautiful houses that your body is constantly maintaining and repairing. To do this work, it needs a construction crew, and that crew is made up of something called amino acids. There are 9 specific amino acids called essential amino acids that our bodies cannot make on their own. We have to get them from our food. They are the master plumbers, the expert electricians, and the chief carpenters of our internal construction team. If even one of them doesn't show up for work, the entire renovation project on your house grinds to a halt. For most plant-based foods, you only get a few of these workers at a time. Rice has some, beans have others, and you have to cleverly combine them to assemble the full team. But quinoa is the superstar. It's one of the very few plant foods on Earth that has the entire crew, all 9 essential amino acids, packed into one tiny, powerful seed. This is an absolute game changer, especially for us. As we get older, our body's ability to build and maintain muscle naturally slows down. Holding on to our strength, our balance, our ability to lift the groceries and play with our grandchildren, that is the foundation of our independence. Quinoa is like having the entire expert construction crew arrive at your door, ready to get to work in one simple, delicious food. But keeping our muscles strong is only half the battle for all-day energy. The real secret to avoiding that afternoon slump lies in how quinoa helps us get off that draining blood sugar roller coaster. And I want to show you exactly how it does that. We've all experienced that spike and crash of energy. It's like lighting a single piece of paper on fire. You get a big, bright, intense flame for a moment, but it burns out in seconds, leaving you with nothing but ash. Many of the common carbohydrates we eat, like white bread, pastries, or sugary drinks, do the exact same thing to our body's energy. They flood our system with sugar, giving us a quick jolt, which is then followed by an inevitable and exhausting crash. Our bodies release a rush of insulin to handle all that sugar, and our energy levels plummet, leaving us feeling more tired than before we ate. Quinoa, on the other hand, is like a slow-burning oak log in the fireplace. It doesn't give you a wild, fleeting flame. Instead, it provides a steady, consistent, and comforting warmth that lasts for hours. This is because it's a beautiful package of 3 things working in perfect harmony. That incredible complete protein we just talked about, a high amount of fiber, and complex, slow-release carbohydrates. The protein and fiber act like a built-in braking system. They slow down the digestion of the carbohydrates, so the sugar is released into your bloodstream gradually, like a gentle, steady stream instead of a tidal wave. This means no dramatic spike, and therefore, no dramatic crash. Just consistent, reliable energy to carry you through your day with a clear head and a strong body. And here's something that might just surprise you, and I would be so curious to hear your thoughts on this in the comments. Despite us calling it an ancient grain, quinoa is technically not a grain at all. It's actually a seed from a tall leafy plant that's a close relative of spinach, chard, and beets. Isn't that fascinating? For thousands of years, the Inca people of the Andes Mountains called it the mother of all grains because of its life-sustaining properties. It's a powerhouse seed that we cook and eat like a grain, packed with all of this incredible energy-giving goodness. So now that we understand the incredible why behind quinoa, it's time for the equally important how. Because all this goodness means nothing if it ends up as a sad, watery, or even bitter bowl of mush. But I promise you, I'm going to share the one crucial step that most people miss that will guarantee you get it perfect every single time. The first and most important secret, the one step that changes absolutely everything, happens before the quinoa touches the pot. You must rinse it. Quinoa seeds have a natural protective coating called saponin, which can taste quite soapy or bitter if it's not washed away. So you'll want to place your quinoa in a fine mesh sieve and rinse it under cool, running water for a good minute or so, using your hand to move it around. This is a non-negotiable step for truly delicious quinoa. Once it's rinsed, the rest is so simple. The magic ratio is 1 part quinoa to 2 parts liquid. So for every 1 cup of dry, rinsed quinoa, you'll use 2 cups of liquid. You can use water, but I find that using a low-sodium chicken or vegetable broth adds a wonderful, savory depth of flavor right from the start. Combine your rinsed quinoa and your liquid in a saucepan and bring it to a boil. As soon as it reaches a rolling boil, immediately turn the heat down to low, pop a lid on it, and let it simmer gently for about 15 minutes or until all the liquid has been absorbed. Now here is the second little secret for that perfect fluffy texture. Once the 15 minutes are up, do not lift the lid. Don't peek. Simply turn off the heat and slide the pot off the hot burner. Let it sit completely undisturbed with the lid on for another 10 minutes. This allows the quinoa to steam and finish cooking, and it's what helps those beautiful little grains separate and become light and airy. After it has rested, you can finally take off the lid. Take a fork and gently fluff it up. You'll see these perfect, beautiful little spirals pop from the seeds, and the texture will be absolutely wonderful. Now that you have this bowl of perfect fluffy fuel, let's turn it into a delicious meal that will energize you for hours. Here are 3 incredibly simple ways you can enjoy it, from breakfast all the way to dinner. First, let's transform your morning. Instead of your usual bowl of oatmeal, try a warm quinoa breakfast bowl. Simply take a scoop of your pre-cooked, warm quinoa and add a splash of your favorite milk or almond milk to make it a bit creamy. Sprinkle in a generous dash of cinnamon, which is also wonderful for blood sugar balance, and top it with some fresh berries for sweetness and a handful of walnuts for healthy fats and a lovely crunch. It's a warm, deeply comforting start to the day that will keep you feeling full, satisfied, and mentally sharp all the way until lunchtime with no mid-morning slump. Next, let's reinvent your lunch. For a quick, vibrant, and satisfying midday meal, a quinoa salad is your best friend. Toss a cup of your cooled, fluffy quinoa with whatever fresh vegetables you have in the fridge. Think chopped cucumber, sweet cherry tomatoes, crunchy bell peppers, maybe a few Kalamata olives, or some chickpeas for extra fiber and protein. For a dressing, you don't need anything complicated. A simple drizzle of good olive oil, a squeeze of fresh lemon juice, and a little salt and pepper is all it takes to make the flavors sing. It's a beautiful, colorful meal that's packed with nutrients, and most importantly, it's the kind of lunch that powers you through your afternoon instead of weighing you down. And finally, the easiest way to begin is to simply swap it in wherever you would normally use rice, couscous, or pasta. The next time you make a lovely piece of grilled salmon or roasted chicken, serve it on a bed of warm, fluffy quinoa. It absorbs the juices and flavors of your main dish beautifully and instantly elevates the nutritional value of your entire plate. It's a simple, effortless substitution that makes a profound difference in how you feel after your meal. These are just starting points, of course. The beauty of quinoa is its incredible versatility. It's a simple change, but as we've seen, the impact of this one small shift can be truly profound for our daily energy and long-term strength. Let's quickly bring it all together and talk about the very first step you can take today.
So, we've discovered together that not all carbohydrates are created equal. We've learned that this tiny ancient seed is actually a complete protein powerhouse, standing by, ready to help us build and maintain our precious muscle and strength. We've seen how its unique blend of protein and fiber provides that steady, reliable, slow-burning energy, finally freeing us from that exhausting blood sugar roller coaster. And you now hold the simple secrets to cooking it perfectly, making it light, fluffy, and delicious every single time. This isn't about a restrictive diet or taking things away. It is about an addition. It is about adding something wonderfully nourishing to your plate that gives you so much more back than it asks of you. It's about making a conscious choice to feel strong, to feel clear-headed, to feel vibrant, and to have the physical and mental energy to do all of the things you love to do. It's about taking back control of your vitality. So my invitation to you today is very simple. The next time you're at the grocery store, just pick up a small bag of quinoa. That's it. That is your first step. Just bring it into your home. Then, maybe try cooking a small batch this week. Use it as a side dish for your dinner one night, or toss it into your salad for lunch. Just start small. Thank you so much for spending this time with me today. It is truly a joy and a privilege to share this journey to vibrant health with you. If this conversation was helpful, please consider sharing it with a friend or a sister who might also be tired of feeling tired. Your strength inspires me. Until next time, be well and stay strong.